So today, guys, I'm going to be talking about how to deal with difficult people. At the end of the day, it's an unskippable cut scene. You guys are going to run into people who it feels like their life mission is to derail you, to make you feel bad about yourself, to distract you, to just be a roadblock in your life, right? There are people walking around who are going to do this to you guys. So you got to understand how to handle them. We all think we know how to handle it, but yet, does it make us feel better? Does it make you feel better when you tell off that person who was antagonizing you? Do you really feel better, or do you feel like you wasted energy? When you argue with that person who took your parking spot, when you beep your horn and you have road rage and you yell at the top of your lungs, do you truly feel better, or do you feel worse? Let's be honest, guys. I realize to deal with difficult people, I have to actually do the opposite of what my body is telling me to do. I have to show humility, even if I'm not given it. Because why should someone else dictate how I conduct myself? See what I'm saying? We allow other people, aka external factors, to influence our internal, and that is wrong. So, you're at the gym and someone bumps into you. You feel like to be a man, you gotta assert dominance. You have to tell this person off, hey bro, what are you doing? And puff up your chest. No, just look them in the eyes sincerely and say, hey, you okay, man? And just mean it. People need time to realize they are wrong. People need time to realize, hey, maybe I shouldn't have done what I did, because truth be told, we all know when we're wrong. When you cut that person off in traffic, you knew you were wrong for that. When you didn't hold the door for that elderly person, you just let it slam shut because you were busy, you knew you were wrong for that, but you still did it. We often do things that we know are wrong, and we do them because we simply emotionally justify it in some way. So when you can always display in any situation you're capable of being the bigger person, what you're saying is, I'm in control of myself. I'm in control of my emotions. And there's nothing more respectable than someone in control of their emotions. You don't have to do all this talking. See, on this channel, I don't want you guys to, I'm not trying to put you guys in the habit of having something to prove. Oh, I gotta prove them. I don't got anything to prove, bro. I don't have anything to prove because I already know who I am inside. It sounds cheesy, but that's really how life works. If you confront yourself, if you're able to look in the mirror, there's nothing that you aren't willing to do. There's no hurdle, there's no difficult person you can come across that's going to take you away from yourself. You guys are going to be in situations where you're at work. You will be tested. People are literally so bored, they're going to make it their job to test you, to throw you off center, right? And whole time, you are going to make a decision at that point. Am I going to allow this person to throw me off center, to derail me from how I'm feeling? Because you're going to be having a great day, guys. You're going to be having a great day, and someone is just going to try to step in the middle of that, say a slick comment. You have the choice in how you respond. That's where your power comes from. You don't have to control other people. All you got to do is control yourself. So it's insane, guys. It's insane because I realize to control our lives, it really does start with you. And you see, when people lack the internal strength, they're going to focus on the external. They're going to focus on other people's lives. They're going to focus on the news. They're going to focus on misery, negative frequencies. You have to focus on the similarities you have you have to focus on the similarities you have with the person as opposed to the differences you have with the person. So if you have someone in front of you who's giving you a hard time, right? Focus on what you have in common with that person and talk about that. We get so caught up in the mental gymnastics of, oh, this person doesn't understand me. I'm so different from them. This is why we don't get along. Very tribal, primitive mindset. If I disagree with the man about something, one thing I do keep in mind is that we're both men. So I keep that knowledge in mind and speak to him in a way that a man wants to be spoken to. You hear me? But no, some people don't do that. They start speaking to him like he's a child and wondering why the conversation's not going well. Well, it's because you're not keeping in mind the similarities you have with that person. So that's an easy way. Focus on the similarities that you have as opposed to the differences you have. Another thing is, I just understand, guys, when it comes to someone difficult, it's a cry for help a lot of the time. A happy person, a content person is not going to be so difficult because they don't feel the need to project their misery on others. So when you can make people feel good about themselves, even if they're giving you a hard time, you know, maybe that waiter isn't doing a good job. Tell them thank you anyway. Tell them, hey man, like I appreciate the help anyway. Hey man, like I just want to say, like, I appreciate you serving us tonight. Because even if he knows he's not doing a good job and you still thanked him, that shows strength on your part. A lot of people are just going to bash him, make him feel worse, but that's not going to give you better service. You're going to get better service when you actually make someone who's making you feel bad feel good. It's the opposite. Life is in reverse. We have no idea the extent of how we've been lied to, manipulated. It's insane. It's mind-boggling. And some of you guys are thinking I'm crazy, huh? Dipsy, what? I'm going to allow someone to disrespect me and still be positive anyway? Yes. Because if you are positive, you're going to feel positive. If you are negative, you're going to feel negative. No one wants to feel negative. Who wants to walk around feeling negative? It's crazy. That's a crazy way to live. I'm not going to walk around feeling negative. So even when you run into someone who's negative, you have to still be positive. You're an alchemist. You turn the negative into a positive. That's what an alchemist is. I'm talking real life alchemy. I'm talking real life rising above your circumstances. And to do that, it's hard. I'm not talking like this isn't hard. It's hard. Someone disrespects you, you want to lash out. You want to give them that same pain that they inflicted on you, and maybe twofold. You want to multiply it, right? Yeah, it's easy to do that though. What's hard is being the bigger person, the bigger man, and being positive anyway. Being a bigger person anyway. But I'm still challenging you guys watching this video to do that because the world needs us, bro. They need more people like us. They need people willing to go out on a limb and be good people, even if it doesn't benefit them. So even the most difficult people in your life, they're gonna respect you and they're gonna be less difficult with you. Why? Because what you're doing is so respectable, you cannot be denied. You are undeniable, guys. How are you gonna deny someone who's taking the hard route in everything they do? How can you be denied? Because you're doing something that most people are not willing to do. Maintaining a positive frame even when you have no reason to. Even when, I'm not gonna say it doesn't benefit you, because you listen to what I'm saying and you be positive, I guarantee you're gonna see the benefits. You're gonna be like, dang, I feel way better than when I would just argue with that person. When I would just mentally antagonize myself. You're in the shower, you're scrubbing your back in the shower and you're thinking about all the comebacks you didn't get a chance to say. You go to bed, you're rolling around, you can't sleep because why? Your mind is so fixated on the negative. Because you weren't able to dissolve it and turn it into a positive. Man, I'm arguing with dude because he took my parking spot and I lose the whole plot of weight. 5 minutes ago, I was just having a good day. Wait a second, like 10 minutes ago, I was just jolly and feeling like life was great, but now all of a sudden I feel terrible because I lost the plot. Because I didn't understand that I allowed my energy, my positive energy, to be turned into a negative. See, what I'm saying is not optional. You don't have a choice. Either your positive energy is going to be turned into a negative, or you can turn their negative energy into a positive. Alchemy is not optional. This is just life, guys. You have protons, positive energy within you, and you have electrons, negative energy within you. This is the science. Which one are you going to allow to dominate? I had to ask myself that. And I know the answer, man. You know the answer too. But you just have to go out there and you just have to trust me. Have faith in me, guys. I'm not going to give you information that does not work. I promise you. I'm not going to give you guys information that just feels good to hear. There's so many people online. People are going to do this and that to you. You have to set them straight. You got to assert this. You got to assert that. That's ego talking. That's not going to make you guys mentally feel better. What makes you mentally feel better is moving in spirit, actually being a good person, stand-up person, because you'll be able to sleep at night. That person who disrespected you, they know they were negative. That person who cut you off, endangered your life, they know that was a bad thing to do. It's not easy to sleep when you're being a bad person, guys. It's not easy to sleep. So instead of pretending to be good, let's just go out and be good. And that's what my challenge is to everyone watching this video. Like, these difficult people, guys, there's just going to be nothing that they can do with you. Why? Because what can they do? You're so undeniable. You're here. You're present. And you're positive. You're present and you're positive? Oh, man, evil's going to throw in the towel. Like, dude, I don't know what to do with this guy. What can I do with this guy? He's not caving in. He's not going for the games. He's not allowing me to make him feel bad about himself. I just got to walk away. He's too powerful. You become too powerful, guys. There's so much power within yourself, and you have to be willing to unlock it. And these people, I swear to you, they're either going to change and start respecting you, or they're going to scatter like flies. They're going to run away like mice when you shine that light on them. And it's so beautiful because you know, okay, I am the torch. I am the light. It's Dipsy. I'll catch you guys later. Make sure you guys do something positive today. What do I always say? With enough hard work, determination, and belief in oneself, anyone is capable of becoming a true champion. I'll catch you guys later, man, and peace out.